Hello, everyone, and a very warm good morning to everyone. I really thank each one of you for being there today with us. And today we will be discovering everything about TEF, TEFAQ, TCF, TCFQ examination. So I'm Suchita Gupta. I'm your French language instructor. And today I'm taking this webinar in order to explain you everything about TEF Canada exam. Okay. Now, let's finally begin with the webinar, and I'm going to brief you about what all we will be covering in the webinar today. So number one, we are going to discover what is the importance of TEF or TCF examination. Okay. Number two, I'm going to take you to the question why you should take this examination, which is TEF or TCF, why you should take that. Number three, what are the different types of TEF or TCF examination? Okay. So basically, it changes when your goal changes. It depends upon your purpose, which examination you should give. That I'll tell you later on. Number four, I'm going to take you to the examination structure. What is the structure of this examination? What all questions you're going to get? What are the different modules for which you have to register yourself? This is number four. Number five, I am going to take you to the most frequently asked question: what is the difference between DELF examination and TEF, TEFAC, TCFQ, TCF examination? What, these are two different examinations. What is the principal difference between these two examinations? Okay. Now, the next, I'm going to take you to how the exam is conducted in India. What are some of the authorized centers in India where you can go and register yourself for the examination? Then what is the fee of the examination? Okay. Another thing, very important thing, which is how many points do you earn in your Canadian PR if you want to appear for this examination? If you get a good score in your TEF examination, how many points do you earn in your Canadian PR ship? Okay. Next, how many hours or how long does it take if you want to clear this examination? How many hours of study is required if you want to appear for this examination? Next, how to prepare for this examination? Okay. The next thing that we are going to cover in today's webinar is who all should give this examination, who all should, to what sector basically it will benefit the most. Okay. And at the last, we are going to take up some of the question and answers. All your doubts I'm going to solve. So keep your doubts till the end. Okay. Now, the first thing that we are going to discuss today, that is importance of TEF or TCF examination, why this exam is important. Okay. So see, number one is that if you are a French language expert, then what happens? There are a lot of opportunities, job opportunities, which open up. Okay. But how will you tell the other person that you are proficient in the language? That will only happen if you have a certain level of qualification in the language, because you know that you are expert in that language. But how will that person know? That person will know only if you appear for any French language proficiency test. Okay. Another thing is that it will put you ahead of others in any employment. Let's say if there is one person who doesn't know, who is sitting for an employment, who is sitting for a recruitment, who doesn't know the French language, or who doesn't know any foreign language, and there is another person who knows a foreign language. So there are some extra points which are given to the person if you know the French language. Yeah. Now, another thing, that how will you ensure your employer that you know the French language? You know that you know it, but how will the other person, how will your examiner, how will your employer know? So your employer will know only when you give a French language proficiency test. And there are a lot of French language proficiency tests available, which we are going to discuss. And you gain a certification only then you tell the other person that you know how to speak the language, you know how to read the language, you know how to write the language. Yeah. Now, what are the different language proficiency, French language proficiency test? Number one is DILF. Number two is DELF. Then you have DALF. Then you have TEF. Then you have TCF, TCFQ, TEFAQ. All these are different French language proficiency tests. Okay. Let me just read. Yeah, Vishant, a lot of people are not able to join because we have reached the maximum limit. That is the reason. Okay. So do not worry, we'll provide you the recording at the end. Okay. We have reached the maximum limit. Just tell them to, keep on trying. If, let's say, if any person who quits the meeting, then he or she will be able to join. So let them, tell them that they need to keep on trying. Right now, I'll tell you what is TEF examination. Now, TEF examination, the full form of TEF is Test d'évaluation de français. That's the full form of TEF examination. It was started by Paris, Île-de-France in the year 1998. Okay, but it was recognized by French Ministry of National Education in 2012. Okay, now it is an exam which is used which tests basically your French language proficiency. Okay, now another thing is that it is one of the most recognized examination in France and in Canada and in a lot of other countries as well. Okay, now another thing, we are going to now discover why you should take this examination. Okay, anyone who wants to study in France, it acts as an added benefit for the person. Okay, we'll discover later on how it does that. But first of all, it is an added benefit for the people who want to study over there. Okay, this is number one. Number two is that if you want to immigrate to Canada, it is one of the requirement. Number two, it gives you some additional points. These are the two things if you want to immigrate to Canada. Okay, now this exam is recognized internationally by your employers, by universities in Canada, in France, in other francophone countries. There are a lot of francophone countries which approve this examination, which is known as TEF, TCF, and other parts of globe as well. Right now, another thing is that what are the different types of TEF examination that we are going to discover. So there are different types of TEF examination. If depends upon your purpose. What is your purpose of giving the examination? According to your purpose, your examination changes. Right now, the first examination, that is TEF for studies. Okay, see, the examination is same, but your goal changes. So number of papers will change. I'll tell you later on. Okay, the first type of examination, that is TEF for studies. If you want to study in France, that is number one. Number two is if you want to get the French citizenship, that is TEF for naturalization. Okay, now number three is if you want to get the resident card in France, then you have to give the number three examination, that is TEF for the resident card. Okay, number four is if you want to immigrate to Canada, in any part of Canada, then you give TEF Canada. Okay, number five is that, which is the final one, which is TEFAQ. See, Canada is a huge country. Yeah, right. Now there are different provinces in Canada. If you specifically talk about Quebec, which is the francophone region, francophone province of Canada. If you specifically want to immigrate to that particular region, then you give TEFAQ. That is very specific. Okay, but if you want to immigrate to any other part of Canada, you will give TEF Canada. Okay, now another thing which is very important, this examination is valid for 2 years from the date you take the test. Okay, it is not like that it would be valid throughout your life. No, it is valid for 2 years only, just like IELTS examination which you give for English. That is also valid for 2 years, and this is also valid for 2 years. Okay. Now I'm going to specifically tell you all the different examinations. Okay. Now number one is TEF for studies in France. Okay. Now TEF for studies in France. See, I'll give you an example over here. Supposingly I want to study in France, and I want to take up a course which is taught in French over there. Okay. Then, and I do not know French, then what will happen? I'll go there, I'll not understand anything. Yeah. Because that particular program for which I've applied, that program is a French taught program. So how will I tell the other person that I know French? Then you give this examination which is known as TEF for studies in France. This is specifically for the people who want to go there, who want to study there in French language. Okay. If you want to go there and you want to study something which is being taught in English, then you do not need to give this examination. Okay. Now another thing, see, there are total five papers, I should say, 5 papers which are there for TEF examination. Number one is reading. Number two is listening. Number three, reading, listening, writing, and speaking. There are 4. But there is one more examination which is glossary and structure. Okay. In French, we call it lexique et structure. Okay. Now, these are the 5 sections, I should say. But as your purpose changes, your compulsory sections change. As in, if you want to go for studies over there, you do not have to give all the 5 papers. What you have to give is oral comprehension, you have to give a reading comprehension, you have to give written, and you have to give glossary and structure. That means if you want to go study over there, then what is not important is the 5th paper, which you do not need to give. Okay. So these are the 4 compulsory sections if you want to go there. Okay. So that means the listening section is not mentioned over here, that you do not have to give. Right. Now this is compulsory for an international student in the first year of degree course. Whatever you are applying over there, it is compulsory. You will not get admission over there until and unless you have not appeared for this examination. This is number one. Now number 2 is TEF for naturalization. This is what, if you want to become a French citizen or you want to get a French passport, then you give this second examination, which is TEF for naturalization. Okay. See, what happens is when you apply for this examination, I'll tell you the centers as well where you apply for this examination. Wherever you apply for this examination, they are going to ask you what papers you need to give. There are total 5 papers, but out of which, according to your purpose, which paper you want to give, you have to take over there. Okay. Now this is number 2, that if you want to become a French citizen, if you want to get a French passport, then you need to give 2 compulsory tests, which are oral comprehension and oral expression. The other are optional. Okay. But these are 2 compulsory ones which you have to give. And this examination, TEF, is recognized by French ministry. Yeah. Now number 3 is TEF for the resident card. Now here, the people who are aiming to get a resident card from the French government, they give this examination. Okay. They also give this examination basically. Now there are 4 compulsory tests. There are 4 mandatory tests which you have to give. Number 1 is a written comprehension. Number 1 is written comprehension. Number 2 is oral comprehension. Oral comprehension, which is a computer based thing. So oral comprehension is like the listening test which you get, but this is computer based. It happens online basically. Okay. Number 3 is written expression, which again happens on a computer. And then number 4 is oral expression, which is like a viva. Okay. It is a face to face conversation with your examiner. This is number 4. Okay. Now this examination is equivalent to DELF A2. So here I would like to tell you that there are 6 levels of French language: A1, A2, B1, B2, C1, and C2. These are the 6 levels. Okay. So If if you give this examination TEF for resident card, this is equivalent to A2 level. That is the second level. This is equivalent to that. Okay. Now, the next one is TEF Canada, and most of the people are here who want to immigrate to Canada only, right? So this is something which is very, very important. So listen this carefully. All right. Now, the people who are aiming to immigrate to Canada, who want to immigrate to Canada and become residents over there, they have to give this examination, which is TEF Canada. Okay. Now, why do you give this examination? Of course, it will give you some additional points. How many points will you get? That I'll tell you later. Okay. Now, what are the modules? See, I told you there are 5 papers. What are the modules which are compulsory for immigration to Canada? One is listening comprehension. Okay, the listening one. The second thing is a reading comprehension, wherein you will get a passage to read and then you will have a set of questions. You will have to reply to that. Number 3 is oral comprehension, which is a face to face, which happens face to face, and which is like a viva, which I told you, which is a speaking test. Okay. And number 4 is a written expression, wherein you will get something to write, let's say a letter to write, or it can be a paragraph that I'll tell you later. Okay. Now, if you're applying for Canadian nationality, okay, not immigration, but if you're applying for Canadian nationality, then 2 sections are compulsory, which is listening comprehension and which is oral expression. But most of the calls that we receive from people, they say that they are applying to immigrate to Canada. So this is something which is very, very important. 4 modules are compulsory. The 5th module, which is lexique and structure, which you do not have to give if you are aiming to apply for immigration to Canada. All right. Now, another thing is, the last one is TEFAQ, which is Test d'évaluation du français adapté pour le Québec. Now, this I told you previously as well. This is an examination which you have to give if you want to immigrate only to the Quebec province. Only to Quebec is a province in Canada. It is like, after giving this examination, it's not like that you can immigrate to any part of Canada. You can immigrate only to Quebec region. Okay. However, if you give TEF Canada, you can move to any part. Okay. Now, this I told you, this is intended for who all. Another thing, for the people who are aiming to give TEFAC, here 2 modules are compulsory. Which 2 modules? That listening comprehension, and another thing is oral expression. These 2 modules are compulsory. Others are optional. Okay. Now, what is the marking system of TEF Canada? Very important. Listen to this very, very carefully. Okay. Just let me read the chats. TEF Canada, of course, it is accepted in Quebec too. TEF Canada is like, it covers everything, all the provinces. Okay. All right. So, as I told you before, if you're giving TEF Canada, for which we get maximum queries, okay, it has 4 tests which are compulsory. Okay. Now, first one is reading comprehension. Now, reading comprehension, this is what you will get: a passage to read there, and then you will have a set of questions to reply. Okay. Total number of questions that you get in reading comprehension are 50 questions. If you want, you can take a pen and paper, just note it down. It's very important. Okay. 50 questions you get in reading comprehension. You get 60 minutes to reply, to answer to them. And the total points, the total marks, maximum marks for that is 300 marks. So reading comprehension is for 300 points. Okay. Now, this paper is all MCQ based. Okay. MCQ means multiple choice questions. There you will have a set of options. You have to tick the correct answer. So in reading comprehension, you will never get open-ended questions. Open-ended questions means that you will not have to reply by the complete sentences. It will all be MCQ based. Number one. Number two is listening comprehension. Now, listening comprehension is what? Where you have to listen to a recording which they will be playing. Okay. And there will be a set of questions which you have to reply. Okay. Now, here I would like to say, when maximum of you have already appeared for your IELTS examination, right? Now, when you give your IELTS examination, how many times the audio is played? It is played once. Yeah. Now, here in TEF, in some questions, listening audio is played twice. In some, it is played once. Okay. That makes it even more difficult. Yeah. So here you have a set of 60 questions. You have 60 questions. Okay. You get 40 minutes to reply to these 60 questions. How many marks? 360 marks. It is for 360 points. Again, in listening comprehension, everything is MCQ based. Okay. You never get open ended questions in reading and listening exercises. Number three is a written expression. Now, written expression is what? Here you will get two subjects. Here you will get two subjects to write basically. For two subjects, you will get 60 minutes. Okay, there would be one is letter, one is a formal letter which you get, and another is there's a newspaper article which they give, and you have to complete that article. Right now, these are the two written expressions that you get. And what are the marks? 450 points. This third part, this third section is for 450 points. You get 60 minutes. Now, oral expression. Oral expression, again, you get two topics. Oral expression is basically a viva, which is face to face with your examiner. This is a 15 minutes section. That means it happens for 15 minutes. And how many points you get? I mean, maximum points is 450 points. All right. Now, one thing which is very, very important, listen to me carefully. See, earlier, what used to happen, for every correct answer, you used to get 3 points. Okay. If you have not replied, I'm specifically talking about MCQ over here. Okay. For every correct answer, you used to get 3 points. If you have not replied to any question, then what happens? You get 0 over there. Okay. Let's say if there is a question, you have not replied to that question, you will get 0 over there. And then there is third scenario where you have marked the wrong answer. What happens? Earlier you used to get -1 for your for the questions where you have replied wrongly, or the questions where you have given multiple answers. Okay, there also you get negative points, that is -1. This was earlier. Now, with effect from 29th February 2016, very important, there is no negative marking for TEF. So I believe this is a good news for all of us, that TEF examination has actually removed the negative marking. If you mark the wrong answer, even then you will get a 0. You will not get negative marking. Okay. Now I'll read certain, because a lot of people, what is the minimum score required for each test? We'll tell you. Pankaj, be with us. Yeah. Okay. Now, somebody was asking how many words you need to write for the written one. See, that in written one, there are two subjects to be treated. So first subject is like, there is a newspaper article. They give you 1 to 2 sentences, and then you have to complete it according to your imagination. For that, they ask you that you need to complete it in 80 words. So, but we recommend that you do it in 120 words. Okay. Number 2 exercise is a formal letter. Okay, that you write to a newspaper editor. Okay. So for that, around 200 to 250 words. Now, another thing is it's, I would say, a very frequent question that we get from students: what is the difference between TEF and TCF? Okay, first of all, what is the full form of TCF? TCF is Test de connaissance du français. Okay, these are two different examinations, TEF and TCF, which follow the same pattern, same goal, same style. I mean, TEF, TCF, same goal, same pattern, same style. Yeah. So if you want to apply for Canadian immigration, you can give TEF also, you can give TCF also, doesn't matter. Both are applicable. Okay. Now, what are the different types of TCF? You remember we did what are the different types of TEF? Similarly, you have the same types in TCF examination also, because it also shares the same goal. Yeah. Now, number one is TCF for personal, academic, or professional reasons. There also we discussed about this, which is normal TEF examination. Now here it is normal TCF examination. Okay. I'm relating because these two are same examinations. Okay. But of course, there is a little difference in the marking scheme, and there is a little difference in number of subjects as well. Like I'll tell you, in TEF, you get two subjects to write as in written expression that I just explained you, but in TCF you get three. Okay. Similarly, in speaking test also, with your examiner, in TEF you get two subjects, in TCF you get three. But the pattern is same. uh, Number of questions are also same, if you consider the reading and the listening part. Okay. Now number two is, if you're applying to study in France, then either you can give the TEF for natural TEF for studies, or here you can give TCF DAP. This is especially for the people who want to study over there. Okay. Number three is TCF for French nationality. If you want to settle in France, you can either give TEF examination over there, or here it is known as TCF for French nationality. Both are exactly same. You can give any. Okay. Now number four is TCF Canada. Now there I discussed about TEF Canada. Here it is TCF Canada. This is if you are applying for permanent residence in Canada. Okay. Now there it was TEF. Here it is TCF. Both are exactly same in terms of goals, in terms of purpose, in terms of pattern. Okay. Little bit, format changes and marking scheme changes. Okay. Number five, there you had TAFAC. TAFAC was especially for the people who want to go and settle in Quebec region. Okay. Now here it is for the people, the goal is same, people who want to immigrate to only the Quebec region, that is TCFQ. So TEFAQ and TCFQ both are same if you want to apply for Quebec immigration. All right. Till this point, is it clear to everyone? Does it make sense to everyone? Please type MS in the chat section if it makes sense to everyone. Yeah. I'll take all your doubts in the at the end. Now, another thing. This why I have written it separately, because most of the people ask us what is the difference between TEF TCF. Both the examinations share same goals, same purposes. Okay. But there is a little difference in marking scheme. There is a little difference in number of questions when you talk about the written expression and the speaking test. Okay. Otherwise both are exactly same in terms of goals. Now, very frequently asked question, what is the difference between DELF and TEF? TEF or TEFAQ, TCFQ, TCF, these are all same. Okay. This is one category. Another category is DELF and DALF. So first of all, I'll explain you what is the difference between DELF and DALF, because all these differences we have already covered. Yeah. Now, see, there are six levels. There are six levels of French language: A1, A2, B1, B2, C1, and C2. These are the six levels. Okay. A1, A2, B1, and B2. They are known as DELF. If you give the examination for the A1, A2, B1, and B2 level, then that examination is known as DELF. So we say DELF A1, DELF A2, DELF B1, DELF B2. But C1 and C2, they are known as DALF. Okay. So we do not say DELF C1, we say DALF C1. DALF C1, DALF C2. All right. Now all these differences we have already covered. Now what is the difference between these two examinations? Okay. See, if I told you there are 6 levels of French language, let's say if today I feel that I know till my A1 level, then what I'll do, I'll go to the center, I'll say them that I want to appear for DELF A1 examination. Okay. There are 4 sections: listening, speaking, reading, and writing. You appear for all the 4 examinations. You get your certificate. When you're cleared with this examination, you get your certificate for DELF A1. So you are really sure in your mind that you know till A1. Okay. Now, another thing is DELF A2. If tomorrow you feel that you are prepared for your A2, you go to the center, you register yourself for DELF A2, you give your examination, you'll have your certificate for DELF A2. Okay. Similarly for B1, similarly for B2, C1, C2, you give the different examinations. Okay. Now, talking about TEF, that is one single examination for all the levels. So there is nothing like TEF A1. There's nothing like TEF A2. There is nothing like TEF B1. Okay. Because in one single paper, you get the questions of all the levels. Okay. According to the type of questions you attempt in your paper, they are going to reward your level. That means you cannot decide your level. They are the ones who give you your level, that okay, you stand at B1, you stand at A2, you stand at B2. How do they decide? According to the type of questions you attempt. Okay. Now this is the different principal difference between TEF and DELF. But if you're applying for Canadian PRship, then you do not have to give DELF examination, you have to give TEF. Okay. Now, another very important difference between TEF and DELF is that the validity of TEF is 2 years, which means that from the date you take the test, it is going to be valid for 2 years. Okay. Whereas DELF or DELF degree is throughout. I mean, it's lifetime. It never expires. The validity of, there is nothing like validity of DELF or DELF, because it never expires. Okay. But for TEF and TCF, it is 2 years. So these are the principal difference between. But see, you know what, when people come to us for TEF preparation, then we always recommend them that you give the DELF examination, because ultimately you have to give your TEF examination. But when you give your DELF examination, it gives you a sense of confidence that okay, I know till DELF A1, I know till my A1 level, I know my A2 level, I know till my B1 level. So it gives you a sense of confidence, and which will eventually help you in your TEF examination only. Yeah. So this is one thing. Now, what is TEF and TCF what are the different centers where you can register yourself in India? Okay. So in India, there is one very recognized network of Alliance Française, which which organizes this examination. Okay. There are a lot of different branches in your, I'm sure generally all the cities in India, they have Alliance Française. Yeah. You can Google it. So this particular institute, it organizes this examination, where the examination is held. Okay. But it's not like that every Alliance Française organize this examination. No, every Alliance Française does not do that. So the authorized centers for TEF Canada or TCF examination, that's Chennai and Chandigarh. These are two which are authorized centers. And there are other branches as well, which are New Delhi, Bhopal, Kolkata. These are all other official branches of TCF Canada. Okay. TF Canada, if you want to give, then it is Chandigarh and Chennai. And TCF, if you want to give, then New Delhi, Bhopal, Kolkata. These are the different centers. Okay. And we have also mentioned in the PPT what are the different, centers where you can go and register yourself for the examination. Okay. Now, another important question which come to us, that what is the examination fees? So see, first of all, I told you there are 5 papers in this examination. According to your purpose, you're going to take which examination do you take. Okay. So your examination fees will depend upon how many papers you want to give. Okay, let's say you want to apply for Canadian PRship. Okay, Canadian immigration. Then what happens? You have to give four examination. Then you have to take that. I need to give these four examination, and your fees will depend upon that, according to the number of papers you give. And of course, it will also depend upon the country where you're giving in. Okay, so I'm specifically talking about India right now. In India, the fees for TEF, TCF that varies between 15,000 to 25,000, depending upon a number of papers you are going to sign up. Make sense to everyone? Yeah, I'm going to read certain chats because a lot of people are. See, again, a person is asking which is more beneficial, TEF, TCF. That doesn't matter, dear. Doesn't matter. You can give TEF, you can give TCF. Both examinations share same goal, same purpose. Okay, preparation is same. Okay. Now, a lot of people are saying in the chat that their friends are not able to join. See, our participants list, I should say, the reach has reached maximum. We cannot add more participants. You will get the recording of this session later on. Do not worry. Okay. Now, this is very important question that people ask us: how many points you can earn for Canada PR if you give this examination? How many points you can earn? For this, I would give you a live example over here. See, this is a website which actually calculates your CRS score. What is CRS? It's comprehensive ranking system. This website, it's the official website, okay, from the government of Canada. Here I'm going to calculate, here I'm going to actually show you how does it change and how will it affect if you give your examination. Okay. Now, just be with me. Be attentive over here. So I'm going to, vaguely answer some of the questions that might change according to you. So what is your marital status? I say, let's say single. How old are you? All these things do not matter in TEF, as in what I am going to explain you. Let's say 28 years of age. Okay, the next is what is your level of education? So in my case, let's say it's master's degree. Another thing, how have you earned a Canadian degree, diploma or certificate? No. Another thing, official languages. Canada's official languages are okay. So we have yes. Which language test? Let's say first select IELTS. Now in IELTS, you have to mention what are your scores. That doesn't matter to us. So I'm selecting all the highest scores over here. Doesn't matter because that doesn't interest us. Okay. Now another thing, do you have any other language test? Now I've entered TEF Canada. Okay. Now see, there are 4 sections. I told you 4 sections are compulsory: speaking, listening, reading, and writing. Okay. Just 1 second. Okay, somebody is asking, can we give DELF A2 directly without giving A1 test earlier? Even you can give C2 directly. Okay, so it's not like that if you want to appear for A2, you will have to give A1 first. It's not like. So, DELF examination, how does it happen? It happens for a week. Like today, it always starts from a Monday. On Monday, let's say DELF A1, Tuesday, DELF A2, then DELF B1, then DELF B2. So you can also appear for 2 examinations together as well. Let's say today I give my DELF A1, tomorrow I can give my DELF A2. Let's say day after tomorrow I can appear for DELF B1 as well. And it's not like that you will have to appear for DELF A1 only, then you can appear for DELF A2. You can directly appear for DELF A2 as well. Okay. See, I cannot, no, we cannot we cannot enter individual score. Okay, just concentrate on what I am telling you right now. It's very important. Okay, now see, there are different scores which are available over here. What I am selecting over here, I'm selecting the score which is second from the last. Okay. In speaking, second from the last. In listening, second from the last. Here also I'm selecting second from the last. Here also I've selected second from the last. That means all the lowest scores I have selected. Okay. Now, work experience. No. Here, let's say 3 or more years. Do you have any certificate of qualification? No. Okay. Additional points? No. Okay. Do you have any nomination? No. Okay. Do you or your spouse? This also I'll mark no, because that doesn't interest us as of now. Okay. Now, we are going to calculate the score. Okay. This I'll just tell you. First of all, come with me on the second page. This is the actual mapping. Okay. Now, here, if you see, I had selected, just give me 1 minute. Yeah. Here, I have selected in speaking, I'll take any one section. Let's say speaking. Speaking here I've selected a 181 to 225 score. Come with me over here. This is the mapping. Okay. For speaking, let's go to speaking, which is expression orale. This is the speaking. Okay. Now, this score 181 to 225. 181 to 225 in speaking test. So that is which level? That is actually a score of CLB. That is actually your level CLB 4. These are the CLB scores. Okay. So that means you are right now at B1 level. Okay. Now, why we have segregated into two parts? This one is going to be your B1 level. This one is going to be your B1 plus level. Okay. This one is going to be your B2 level. This is going to be B2 plus level. Similarly, C1 level, C1 plus level. Okay. So right now I've entered the score, which is this one. So that means you have a score of CLB 4. How many points it is going to give you? Let's have a look. We calculated our scores over here. See, for second official language, you get a score of 0. That means if you are at this particular level, at B1 level, where you get CLB 4, there you are going to get 0 points. Okay. Let's move to another level, which is a one step above to that. Okay, I'll scroll it up. Okay. I am going to, select all the scores, which is third from the last. Okay. Third from the last. Third from the last. Okay. Now, let's calculate the score now. Okay. Now, right now, before I show you the score, see, the speaking is 226 to 270. I'm going to show you over here. Just a second. Why is it not opening? Yeah. Which is 226 to 270. So that means you are at B1 plus level right now, and you are at CLB 5 level. Okay. Lena, please switch off your video. I'm going to remove you as a participant. We are discussing something very, very important. Okay. Now, see, how many points did you get? If you move to CLB 5, if you move to B1 plus level, how many points do you get? You get 4 points. So that means if you are at this level, you are going to get 4 points. It is going to add 4 points in your CRS score. Got it? Now, this is another level. I'm going to move to one level up. I'll show you this as well. So your total score right now is 485, which previously was 481. Right now we have added 4 points to it, so it became 485. Okay, just remember the score 485. Now I am going to move one level up. Okay, so this is one level up. 217. One level up again, and writing one level up. Okay, let's see See, again, I'll show you the mapping. Speaking 270. I'm just showing you out of these four, I'm just showing you one for an example. Okay. Speaking, it is 271 to 309. 271 to 309. Okay. What level you are at? You are at CLB 6. That means you are at B2 level right now, which is not B2 plus. You are right now at B2 level. Okay. Let's calculate the score once again. We have calculated the score. See, how many points do you get? It still remains 4. Okay. It still remains 4. That is 485. Again, that means your score remains same. Okay. So that means if you are at level this, that means CLB 5 or CLB 6, that doesn't matter, because you are going to get only 4 points in your CRS score. Okay. Another thing, let's move to this level, which is very, very important. Now you are at CLB 7. Let's move to one level up over here. Yeah. This is one level up, one level up, again one level up, and here also one level up. Okay. I'm going to calculate the score, and here you will observe a drastic difference. Okay. Drastic change over here. See, I'm going to show you something. Let's map it once. Okay. Speaking is 310 to 348, which is over here. 310 to 348. That means you are at CLB 7. That means you are at B2 plus level over here. Okay. So here, how many points do you get? You get 12 points. You know how these 12 points are? These are 3 points each. 3 points for listening, 3 points for reading, 3 points for listening, reading, speaking, and writing. These are the 4 sections. So 3 points each. Total, you get 12 points if you have CLB 7 level in all the 4 sections. Okay. Now, one thing which is very, very important. See, you get 50 points extra, which is very important. See, before October 2020, these points were 30, but now it is a revised rule from October 2020. What is happening? Canadian government is giving you 50 points extra if you are at CLB 7. Okay. If you have something which is lower than that, let's say 6, 5, or 4, you will get your CLB, you will see, it will obviously increase your CLB score to 4, but it will not give you these additional points, 50. These additional points are given only if you are at level 7 or above, 8, 9, 10, anyone. Okay. So this is something which is very, very important. So if you are at CLB 7, if you are at this level, B2 plus level, how many points do you get? You get these 50 points additional, and you get 12 points. So total 50 plus 12, that gives you 62 points extra, which is huge. See, your score increased. It's 543 now. Yeah. So because these French language skills, you got 50 points extra. Got it? So again, I would say that before October, it was just 30, but now they have increased it to 50 now. Everybody understood? Just type U in the chat section if everybody understood. How does it go about? A lot of people understood. Yeah. All right. So this was something which was very, very important. So that means if you score CLB 7 in your TEF or TCF Canada, what happens? You get 12 points, which is 3 points each for LSRW, listening, speaking, reading, and writing. 3 for this, 3 for this, 3 for this, and 3 for this. So total, it gives you 12 points. Now, 50 additional points. This is something which is very interesting. Okay, which you get only if you have a score of CLB 7 or higher, not lower than that. Okay, that is why most of the people are aiming for CLB 7, because only then you will get this 50 points extra. Right now, very important question which people ask us: how much time it actually takes if you want to clear your TEF or TCF? Okay. So first of all, this I already told you, you need at least CLB 7 if you are applying for Canadian PRship, because only then you will get 50 points extra. Yeah. CLB 7 is a level which is more or less equivalent to DELF B2. Okay. Another thing is that what official site says that if you want to reach to DELF B2 level, or if you want to attain a score of CLB 7, generally it requires a classroom study of 200 to 250 hours intensive study. Okay. Which takes about 1 year, which I also always say that TEF or TCF examination preparation requires around 1 year to prepare. Okay. These are few pointers. Now I would be telling you why I am qualified to train you people. Okay, why you should trust me for if you want to be trained in this examination. Number one is I've been qualified with a DALF C1 degree from l'Alliance Française de Delhi. This is my qualification. Number two is that I've done my post graduation, I've done my master's in French from Delhi University. Number three is that I have taken French language training from LSI Paris. Okay, these are the three things. Another thing is that basically I'm a bilingual. I teach English to French people, and I teach French to Indians. So this is my basic job. Okay. Another thing is what is my experience. R- Till now, I have trained 8,000 plus students from more than 25 countries. Okay. Another thing is that I'm India's most followed French language trainer. Why do I say that? I'll show you the statistics for this. Just be with me 1 second. Yeah, hold on. Yeah, I'd actually opened the tab, but due to this panel, I'm not able to show you. No problem. I will just show you. If you click on Learn French by Suchita and you go to my YouTube channel, I have actually got 111,000 subscribers. And recently we got our silver button because silver YouTube play button because we reached 1 lakh subscribers. Right now, there are a lot of videos which we keep on posting. So I am India's most followed French language trainer. Another thing is that in last 4 years we have trained about 500 people who want to apply for this examination, TEF TCF Canada. Okay. And we have collaboration with India's most prestigious schools and colleges. Okay, this is one thing. On Facebook as well, we have got the followership of 27 more than 27,000 people. Okay, now I would be telling you what are the details of our upcoming batch, which is going to begin from 2nd of January. Listen to me carefully. All those people who are not interested for this, they can leave. People who are interested to know about our batch, which is beginning from 2nd of January, they can stay with us. Okay. Now, what is the start date? So the start date is 2nd of January 2021. That is Saturday. We are going to begin our new batch for that. We are going to take classes thrice a week. Thrice a week, and each session would be 2 hours long. Okay. Total duration of the course would be 108 hours, which is tentative, which might increase if I feel that you people are not ready for the examination, or I feel that we have not covered the course. So this is a tentative duration that we give you, which might increase. Okay. Now, number 4 is that all the study material will be provided by us. By study material, what do I mean? All the books. See, we are going to give you the ebooks, the soft copies of the book, but we always recommend that you buy the physical copies of the book. Okay, which are available, which are very, very easily available on Amazon, and which are not very expensive. You can buy from there. Okay. Number 5, we are going to cover all the 4 sections. What are the 4 sections? Reading, writing, listening, and speaking. We are going to cover all the 4 sections. Okay. What are the class days and timings? Class will be there on Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday. On Thursday, it is going to be 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. This right now, I'm telling you the timings according to IST, Indian Standard Time. Okay. You can map it according to your country's timings. Now, on Thursday, it is going to be 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. On Saturday and Sunday, it is going to be 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. IST. Now, one thing before you people ask me, I'm going to tell you most frequently asked question: what if I'm going to miss a class? If you're going to miss a class, if it happens once in a while that you miss a particular class, we are going to provide you the recording of that class. You can watch it according to your convenient timings. Okay. So this is one thing. But if it is becoming a regular practice that in every second class you people are saying that I'm not able to attend the class, that is ultimately, see, even if we provide you the recording, that is not going to benefit you. Live class is live class only, and recording is recording. Yeah. So this is one thing. Another thing, what is the cost of the complete course? The complete course cost is 39,999, the complete course. And what all you're going to get in that, I'm going to tell you. But before that, before I tell you about all these things, I'm going to copy the link over here in the chat section where you can go. There is a person who is saying, based on the work schedule, if you are not able to attend the class on Thursday, do you have any alternative schedule for this? See, we do not have any alternative schedule for this. Okay. You will have to attend the class on that particular day only, because there are going to be a lot of people in the batch. So what happens if we are going to cater to the needs of each and every person? How will I take the class then? So that is the reason we are providing you the recording of the class. But it should not be a regular practice that you are, because ultimately what is going to happen, you will not be prepared for the examination. Yeah. I have pasted the link in the chat section. You can have a look. You can go there, directly pay over there. All the options are available. You can pay through credit card, you can pay through debit card, any wallet, net banking, anything. I mean, all the options are available. What are the maximum students in the class? We are going to take up about, see, there is no maximum limit as such, but I'm going to take around 35 people in one batch. Okay. Another thing, what all I'm going to cover. So number one, before I actually show you that what all I'm going to cover, I want to show you something. All right. I will be, 1 second. I'll share my computer sounds with you. Yeah. So this is something, have a look at this.
Hi, my name is Rajiv and I stay in Dubai, and I've enrolled for Suchita's August DEF course. Before enrolling in her course, I searched for a lot of instructors online. Unfortunately, I wasn't satisfied. Then I stumbled upon Suchita's YouTube videos. It's called Learn French by Suchita. If you haven't seen them yet, you must check it out. After seeing her videos, I decided to give it a try. It's been a month and I'm really satisfied with my progress in the language. Suchita's teaching methodology is very good and very innovative. She has profound knowledge about the vocabulary and grammar of French, and she imparts that knowledge to us. She works on all four aspects of the language, namely reading, writing, listening, and speaking. That way, we can learn French faster and we can know each and every aspect of the language. She gives homework and a lot of it. But don't worry, she religiously checks and corrects the homework and responds to us via email. Furthermore, if you have any queries, she solves it in the next session. Her sessions span for 2 hours, but at the end of the session, we don't realize when the time is over that interesting her sessions are. Every session starts with a role play or a dialogue, and there are a lot of fun activities that makes learning even fun. If you haven't yet enrolled in her classes, I would highly recommend Suchita's French courses. All the best and bon courage.
Thank you so much, Rajiv. He is my student who is from Dubai and who is there with us today as well in the webinar. and who has actually enrolled for our TEF August batch. Okay, thank you so much, Rajiv, for giving an honest review. Um, yeah. Now, what all you will get? First thing, I will be preparing you for French TEF TCF examination. This is number one. Number two is that all the curriculum for DELF A1, if you want to appear for DELF A1, DELF A2, DELF B1, and a DELF B2 examination, then also we prepare you for that as well. But here I'm going to cover in this course, I'm going to cover DELF A1, A2, B1, and the topics of B2 which are going to appear in TEF examination. We are going to cover those portions. Okay. Complete 5 months access to course updates. You're going to get that. Fast and friendly support, of course. If you have any doubts, then we organize doubt clearing sessions every month. You can be a part of that. Okay, you can be a part of that only if you are enrolled with us. Yeah. Now another thing is assistance and guidance. Why? What do I mean by assistance and guidance in TEF TCF Canada? That we are going to actually solve the sample papers of this examination. So I'm going to assist you, I'm going to guide you how the examination structure is, how you have to appear, what are the different types of questions which are going to come in the examination. Certificate you will get, but certificate, see, I would say that this is a certificate which will state that you have studied this number of hours with us. Okay, but a certificate is only valid if it is stamped by embassy. So even if you give TEF examination, if you give DELF examination, only then it is valid. But from our side, we can state in the certificate that you have studied n number of hours with us. Okay, another thing which is very important, I'm going to show you. But before I show you this thing, see, a lot of people ask us TEF preparation. Everywhere they say that it requires 200 250 hours, it requires 1 year. Then how you are doing it in 5 months? Okay, because most of the calls that we receive from people, they say that they do not have that much time to prepare. Okay, and another thing is, if you learn it for 1 year, if you learn it for 1.5 year, what happens? Sometimes your motivation also loses. Yeah. So what we have done is, when I used to take classes for 1 year, 1.5 year, then I used to take classes twice a week. Now here, what we have done, we have increased the frequency of classes from twice a week to thrice a week. Thereby we have reduced the duration of the course. Okay, this is number one. Number two is I was about to tell you something, I forgot. Yeah, yes, I remember now. So apart from the classes that you're going to attend, 2 hour session each thrice a week, you will have to devote at least 3 hours of study on a regular basis. Daily you will have to devote 3 hours of self study. By self study, what do I mean? By self study, I mean that I give a lot of homework, listening exercises, speaking exercises. So that particular time will be gone in doing all the homework that I give. Okay, so that means 5 to 6 months of binge studying is required. Yeah, this is one thing which we tell to people, that how we are doing it in 5 months, how we are doing it in 6 months, because we have kept the program to be very, very intensive. So if you are aiming to do it in 5 to 6 months, just keep in your head that you have to be really, really serious over there. Yeah. Now another thing, what all I'm giving you video lectures. I'll show you over here. So if you go to my website, learnfrenchbysuchita.thinkific.com, here we have 3 courses. Okay, one is French language beginners course, which is for 9,999. Another is grammar course, which is for 4,999. Another is French speaking and communication, which is again for 4,999. These are pre-recorded videos, just like I teach on YouTube channel. These are actually, it is a sequential course. These are paid courses. What am I doing? I have actually provided the people who have registered for January batch, I have provided these 3 courses for free. That means already you are getting 19,997. the cost of this whole all three, you're getting it for free, which will actually help you. See, when you will begin with me on 2nd of January, if you have already watched the video before, what happens, that you will get a very good head start over there. You will already know at least the first month course that I'm going to do over there, you will already know in advance. Although on 2nd of January, when I'm going to begin, I'm going to start from very, very beginning only. Okay. This is also one of the question which we get from people. I do not know anything about French. Doesn't matter. All the people who are already registered for the course, they are at zero level right now. Okay. Now, the next thing that you're going to get is complete recording of all the classes of previous TEF preparation batch. See, the similar batch began on 27th of August as well. The student whose feedback video I just showed you, that batch begin on 27th of August. So what we have done is, I'll show you. If you go to the other website, tef.thinkific.com, here we have another course, which is TEF batch recorded course. What we have done is, if you click on this course, yeah, we have actually recorded all the sessions of the previous batch, all the complete sessions, and we have put the recording over here. So before you do the topic with us, you can actually do it yourself. And one thing which I've given over here, can you see free preview? You can go to this website, tef.thinkific.com. There are two classes, first two classes, which we have provided you for free. You can go over here, you can watch the video. Why we have done that? So that, you can, before you register with us, you have this clarity in your mind, how will it go about? And will you understand, will you not understand? Okay, because unnecessarily, we do not want that you waste your money on something which you're not able to follow. So that's the reason why we have given this. So two free preview for two classes we have given you. Yeah. These are all the things which you are going to get if you register with us. Another thing, who all should join the batch? All the people who are preparing for French TEF, TCF, TCFQ examination, they can join this batch. Number two is people who are planning to shift to any Francophone country, not just Canada, any Francophone country, they all can also join the batch. People who want to learn French language in a short period of time. Okay, because this is something which is going to be intensive. People who want to learn it in a short period of time, they can also join the batch. And people who are aiming to make career in the French language, they also can join the batch. Okay. Now, this is a fee payment link. I am going to, provide the link once again in the chat section. You can go over there. You can directly pay here. Just a second. By mistake, I sent it to one person. I'm going to send it to everyone. This is the payment link that you can go over there. You have all the options of payment available from there. See, somebody, Keerti, says that I want to learn French from DELF A2 level. Dear, whatever level you are at, that doesn't matter. We are going to begin from absolute beginning only, because most of the people in the batch are absolutely novice to the language. They do not know. So we will have to start from beginning only. Okay, that depends upon you. You want to join it, that is your decision. Okay, now what book do we follow in for training? We follow Saison. We follow Saison A1, Saison A2. We follow this book for training our students. How is the writing section conducted in TEF Canada? Do the candidates type in keyboard? Writing section is, by writing section, you mean the explanatory one? That doesn't happen on computer. Okay. Share the link of the preview classes. For preview classes, dear, you can go on this. I will just copy the link. I have mentioned it over here. Here you can go, you can, watch the free preview of first two classes. Okay. How many of your students have clear TEF? I'm going to show you that as well. So do I have to go to Chandigarh for see, Purva, we have already told you that you can give the examination even in Delhi center. There are a lot of, in Bhopal also it is there, in Chennai also it is there. Okay. Uh, Now, wait. I was about to show you something. Yeah. This is something which we have with us.
Hi, my name is Satya. I live in New York. I've been learning French with Suchita for over 3 months now. I first came in contact with her coaching through her YouTube website. I really liked the way she taught on her channel, and I reached out to her to find out if she takes any personal classes. Then I enrolled in the TEF batch, TEF French training batch. And I'm glad that I found her. The best part of her training is that you do not have to worry about what to read, when to read, and which topic to cover. All her curriculum is meticulously planned and very well organized. She knows exactly what to teach, when to teach, and how to teach it. And she also provides you with all the resources that you need to learn French. I personally feel that she is as good as or better than any French native speaker you could learn French from.
Yeah. So this is our student. Thank you, Satya. He's Satya Rachur from New York. He has also enrolled with us. All right. Now, I would be taking all your questions, but before that, just the last video which I would like to show you, which will actually clear your doubts, what our students say about us. Okay.
Hi, this is Garima. I've been learning French with Suchita for over a month now, and boy, what a journey it has been. I started looking out for a French trainer for TEF exam around 2.5 months back and over the internet, and that's when I stumbled on her YouTube page, Learn French by Suchita. I watched around 3 to 4 videos, and that's when I knew that yes, this is what I need for my exam, and I'm really glad I found her page. From a complete beginner to now being able to read, write simple sentences, I think I've made a quite a decent progress so far, and I'm really thankful to her for that. I would recommend Suchita to anyone who ever wants to learn French for whatever purpose they might be having. She's a brilliant teacher, very helpful and very approachable. Like you can reach out to her with any questions you might be having. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Garima. She has also enrolled with us in the TEF batch. Okay. Now I am taking all your doubts. If you have any doubts, any questions with you, then you can let us know. Okay, let us know. I'm reading. You can give any number of attempts. Shikha, you can give any number of attempts for TEF Canada. Classes. A lot of people are saying that classes on Thursday will be a problem. Do not worry. Although I would say you that try to attend the classes. If you're not able to speak, at least you can switch on the audio over there, wherever you are, at your work, wherever you are. But if you are not able to do that, then we'll provide you the recording of that. Okay. Then a lot of people are asking the questions. Let me just maximize it. Yeah, recorded lectures which are available on tef.thinkific.com. These are August 2020 batch or previous. No, these are August 2020 batches, because since 27th of August only we have started recording the classes in a religious manner. Okay, so that is why we are providing you the recordings of only August 2020 batch. Okay. Now, another thing is, if I devote time, you're saying that there would be chances that I clear TEF. Yes, of course, Shafi. If you devote time, if you study religiously, according to the way I say, there are high chances that you are going to achieve CLB 7 in your TEF examination. Okay. If two people from same house join together, no, Vivek, there is no discount possible on our live courses. We can give you discount on the pre-recorded videos, but then not here. Okay, because as it is, we are giving you so many things for free. 3 courses which are worth rupees 20,000, we are giving you that for free. Another thing, TEF recorded lectures, that is itself for 20,000, we are giving you that as well for free. Okay. Would it be possible to continue the course A lot of people. Can you reduce the cost if we don't take the recorded lecture? No, Ravi. Recorded lecture is something which we are providing you for your benefit. That is something which is extra. We cannot reduce the cost. Okay. Do you take personal classes? Yes, we also take personal classes, one-to-one classes, but then on one-to-one classes, it is much higher. The fees is 1400 INR, 1400 for 1 hour. So that is going to cost you much, much higher. But we do take personal classes as well. What about the fee that you're charging? Would it be possible to continue the course till we clear the paper? No, dear. It is there for 5 months. It is there for 6 months. It's not like that. Okay, if you have not cleared the paper, you can register for the next course and next one and next one. No. Okay. Can we buy only recorded lectures? Yes, you can do that, Amit. You can buy even only the recorded lectures. Shri Datta, very, very important questions. Any EMI options available? See, we started the registrations of this batch 2 months ago. That time we were giving the EMI options. Now, since we do not have time, only 10 days, 10 or 11 days are left for this batch to begin, we are not offering any EMI options. Okay. So fees is payable in one go. When does the result come after giving the examination, Shikha? The result comes in around 20 to 25 days. Okay. Okay, another lot of questions are there. People are not able to reply. I have already. Arohi, you have already purchased the recorded course. Will that benefit me in the fee structure? You can, ask my manager. Her name is Megha. I'm also mentioning my official number over here. You can ask her about all these things. Okay, this is my official number. You can go there. You can, ask her. The recorded lectures are for level B2. So the recorded lectures are for level B2. Yeah, they are there for every, no, recorded lectures are not there for B2. That is there only for A1. Okay. I'm really sorry, guys. It was a power cut. Yeah. A lot of people have so many questions. See, right now I cannot answer to all your questions. What you can do is, if you have any specific doubt, what you can do is I will mention my WhatsApp number. It would be, great if you do not call and you send us a WhatsApp message. That would be great. Okay, because we are undergoing the registration process. We are not able to take up the calls. Mention your query in the WhatsApp. Okay, so that's it. I think I have left a lot of queries unanswered. I know that. Please reach Megha for that. Megha is my manager. She is going to reply to all your queries over there. Okay. How many times? Abhijit says that how many times TEF exam is conducted? It is conducted usually every month. Okay. But these days, what is happening? They are taking only limited number of students. Let's say only 5 students in 1 month. For due to this COVID, due to this pandemic, what they are doing is they are only registering 5 students for one attempt. Okay, so that is one thing, but it happens generally every month. But you can also contact your center wherever you are applying for TEF Canada, because every center has different schedule for examination. So you can contact your center as well. You have TCF center in Delhi. TEF center is in Chandigarh and in Chennai. Okay, so that's it for today. Thank you so much, everyone, for being there. I hope you liked the webinar. I really thank you for being with us. The recording would be available on our YouTube channel. Do not worry. All your friends who are not able to join, they can watch the recording. Okay.